Oman Penny John Dramani Mahama packing Ofori-Atta former finance minister say or serena ombra fee.
We are calling you, we are begging you, Father, come back.
Or says I was a Ghana for your omba. Papa and a bravie.
Your children are calling you to come back.
This is immigration judge in the US telling you say 78 counts now more the book and Yansan be nim into no on year Bonibia or Ghana. It is political weekend. US court no, they are not playing there. You see, nobody have come out to tell us that they were sending Abu-Trika so that they will get Ofori-Atta. But when you look at the movement of things now, I do not know. Say Ghana wanted to cooperate with the US so that they can be able to get Ofori-Atta in return. One hit Ofori-Atta with 78 counts of corruption and corruption-related charges. And right now in the U.S. court, country say with all the 78 counts that the OSP of Ghana slapped Ofori-Atta with, all those charges is not credible, and there is no credible evidence to extradite him back to the country. I said, one will say Jimmy. You can see someone will say Jimmy, because in the first place, how do you hit somebody with 78 charges without credible evidence? Let me tell you, you cannot tell us, say, when it comes to Japan in this Ofori-Atta case, and they say, Ofori-Atta is a Ghanaian, and now he's residing in the US. And a year ya buying every say omon fanamaye na ombe face charges. And a judge there in the US sat down on the case, presided over the case, and said there is no credible evidence by the OSP of Ghana with the 78 charges that Ofori-Atta committed a crime. Yeah, citizen, but Abu-Trika or Ghana ha on your American citizen, they came here asking for extradition to send Abu-Trika to the United States to go and answer corruption, romance scam, and conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and those charges against him. And then you boggle the guy and send the guy within the blink of an eye. Did you collect credible evidence? Did you collect valid evidence? Did you collect evidences that are beyond reasonable doubt? And you seen your citizen there. Who citizen or also among fan mao, among fan mao. But who citizen of our country what the now so monji enko any dombe. Now we are not serious as a country. Nobody is against the fact that say, look, when we talk about fraud and stuff, nobody is supporting fraud. Because anybody can fraud me too. A fraud can hit somebody, and it's a bad tactic. So nobody is basically supporting fraud. Obia and support the fraud. We don't support those things in this country. We need to be serious. You understand? But at the basis of some things, look, when it comes to law, we joke in Ghana. I don't know, but if you look at how some things they happen, just say if NPP is in power, they will pardon their people that are convicted by opposition government. If NDC is in power, they will pardon their people that were convicted by opposition government. And then there will be seriousness. Where is it? You jail somebody where they can't pardon the person. Where is the law? There must law is credible. Where is the law? Why you jail people for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you pardon them to come out? What's in serious? And right now, you see, when you link Wound-to-Me case to this one, Wound-to-Me, they said there, Wound-to-Me right now is in prison. The last words that Wound-to-Me told his people is that Monkoya Juma, work hard and bring the party to power. I'll be fine. And exactly, it's going to be true. If NPP comes to power, Wound-to-Me is going to be fine. He's going to be fine because the government can decide to pardon him, and it's not going anywhere. Why is the credibility of the law? In the end, this is so bad. And then Omuni Panso, if they have convicted their person before, they will look at it and see no massage, no ma. I don't even want to talk about this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my name is let me give you, my name is Atanga, right? Yeah, I like that name. Let me give you that name. My name is Atanga. Kindly hit on the subscribe button to this channel. Like this video. We are entering into the case of Ofori-Atta. Ladies and gentlemen, I was saying for Ofori-Atta on back Ghana this year. Ofori-Atta is not coming to Ghana any moment now. But Abu-Trika is gone. We were thinking, say we go send Abu-Trika, we will get Ofori-Atta right now. It not gonna happen. NC. Because the law for the US there, the judges in the US there and the courts in the US there, they know the joke. Among your joke as we as country. Well, look, OSP labels 78 charges at the board Ofori-Atta with corruption and corruption related charges. Say among Fano and Sradite and Bragana ha no be face prosecution. And then a US judge or Tihonum no say 78 counts of corruption and corruption related charges now OSP of Ghana at the ball Ken Ofori-Atta, former finance minister, no, is not credible. Look, this is the statement. Let me read. No evidence from the office of the special prosecutor showing Ofori-Atta committed any crime. U.S. judge. What you say? Yes, citizen, no, no. This is what is happening. We buckled Abutrika and sent him. The respondent, Ofori-Atta, has not been credibly charged or credibly been shown to engage in any wrongdoing in Ghana. Yes, citizen, no. Monfanambra no me answer questions no mo say on yeshi US judge because of say 78 charges na mo the ball Ken Ofori-Atta na mo request for extradition affidavit na mo the call you know. US judge ne say nyansa bi anim into no montimi attacking because they believe say that pursuing that they are using against Ken Ofori-Atta is a political witch hunt. And this is for about my moment on person hunting NP before. That is what they are saying. Listen again. The OSP affidavit is full of conclusory allegations without any description of credible or reliable facts that will indicate any kind of criminal wrongdoing by the respondent, Ken Ofori-Atta. Mahuyansa. Or see you OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor in Ghana, no. Affidavit or the man US force say they should extradite Ken Ofori-Atta to the country Ghana, no. It's full of conclusory allegations. Just OSP are stating or concluding on providing any evidence to back the case. Say, okay, this is what Ken Ofori-Atta, yet this is the evidence, this is the documents, this is the crime that you have committed, this is the look, and this is the spendings. Something like that. That is not there. So Ken Ofori-Atta on yeshi. Listen, U.S. immigration judge declares OSP case against Ken Ofori-Atta lacked persuasive proof or evidence of criminal wrongdoing. Listen again, or say, U.S. immigration judge declares OSP's case against Ken Ofori-Atta lacked persuasive proof or evidence of criminal wrongdoing. Oh, extradite Abutrika, ma bogole Abutrika, dia sene Abutrika, okwa Abutrika. Nobody is supporting fraud, but sometimes it's how we act with our law, no. As a young saying, because you see, the truth is that thing. What evidence can they tell us? Say the evidence that the FBI submitted, so Abutrika dia kono, it was very clear enough without reasonable doubt. You see, we need to be serious, oh. 78 charges are more the book and what US judge, immigration judge, and yet a federal judge, and yet justice judge, or see cases no, it lacks credible. What if it gets to the justice court? What if it gets to the justice court? And now Ken Ofori-Atta is granted full resident, permanent resident, or stay US on them, won't me any unless serious conditions, because answer somewhere Ken Ofori-Atta know about Ghana no jai. Because if Ken Ofori-Atta comes to Ghana today, they are going to, I don't know, but they are going to use the law against him. And I want to hear about them. And the US judge is in and some of us there was also no evidence that the respondent personally profited from anything that he did as the Minister of Finance, as a government official. Almost say that time na Ken Ofori-Atta ewo Ghana mamumu time na President Akufo-Addo etisono. Ken Ofori-Atta have not personally on extracting anything and answer on benefit sika bia na so onko wi sika bia embegu ne nchen personally say okay me ma wi sika we nti na abehye me ho ma benefit or say ebi ni ho. Because the OSP didn't provide any evidence, any documents to buy. My trial for the people attending, look, and then judge and can same way we any now, you know, judge now what now Ken Ofori-Atta immigration and sense. Who's the time be one be detaining no, intino or say and some okay can demand or say console Ken Ofori-Atta judge no US judge and say console Ken Ofori-Atta Nana Gafra ya boni. Intisiano yama green card obetimi atena USA obi antimi ya ohwe mahuyansa mudi Abutrika court. This is what the judge said. I know that you have been okay, listen. I know that you have been through a difficult period of time. that you were detained based on these criminal charges. Your health suffered as a result. You have had your day in court, and you have established that you are entitled to adjustment of status. Ladies and gentlemen, asemna abuagua. Eha na ebuku ye no, eha na ebuku ye say, Ken Ofori-Atta na mo pene se ombra Ghana no, abuagu atonsu. Campaign no atonsu. What has he? They have granted him adjustment. Nti o say betna permanent residency, green card waji. Most person more extradite, and it's difficult to extradite a citizen from the United States if the person has been granted. Look, it's going to be difficult. Before somebody can mobile break, I know the lie give you. My burglar about trick at the court. I don't understand this thing. You see how fast I'm here there about trick. Look at how you have been following Ken Ofori-Atta. How am I chief? How many years? Ghana. It's not going to happen anytime soon. You see, we have to be serious as a country. We need not to be dictated. Or be. I had some stories. Almost I for the time. They wanted to extradite people to the United States, and I want to say, if these stories are true, that was through a gentleman. Because look, before I say, Babe Jimmy Diakono, you must be able to work with me. It's made me the amount. Me here, farmer, and your citizen, grandpa. It's not even an American citizen, a Ghanaian citizen. We want to extradite him, and this is how we can suffer. I say in here, we are not serious as a jurisdiction.